The next type of factorizing we're looking at now is quadratic trinomials. Now, the name here is quite fancy, but really what it means is that quadratic implies there's going to be a squared term, okay? So that's the 2 to the power of x. That's a quadratic expression when the highest power of x is 2. And this word trinomials, well, anything with tri in it usually means 3, and nomials means names or terms. So this is a 3-term expression with x squared, or a squared term in it, okay? And here we have x squared minus 5x plus 6. The way we look at solving this problem is we look at the plus 6, which is your last number there, okay? And we're going to say that number is a guide number, okay? So the guide number here is plus 6. And why does it guide us? Well, it guides us to splitting this trinomial or 3-term into a 4-term, okay? What we're actually going to do is we're going to change it from 3 terms to 4 terms so we can factor by grouping, which is what we did already. So you need to look at the factor by grouping video if you haven't done so already, okay? So the guide number is a positive 6, and we look at the factors, guide number Gn, factors F, the factors of positive 6 that will add up to the middle number, which is negative 5. Okay, so look at the negative 5 and see what numbers, when I multiply them, give me positive 6. When I add them, give me negative 5. And you just have to go through the different factors of positive 6. That's plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 6. There's going to be some combination of those 8 numbers which will give you the correct answer. Remember again, the question is, what are the factors of positive 6 that will add up to negative 5? So picking from this list, the only combination that works there is negative 3 and negative 2. When you multiply them you get positive 6, when you add them you get negative 5. So when we want to rewrite the trinomial, that's x squared minus 5x plus 6, as a 4-term, here's how it works. We go x squared, now we take up these two numbers, that's negative 3x and negative 2x. We put the negative 5x, split it up into 2 separate x terms, okay? So the last guy plus 6 is the same. The first term, x squared, doesn't change. The last term doesn't change ever. And the middle term is now split up into 2. Okay? And using my factors by grouping, I can cover the second half of that problem, and the first half gets factorized as x times x minus 3. And again, I'm looking for the same bracket in both factorizations, and what's common is negative 2. Double check, negative 2 by x, negative 2x, negative 2 by negative 3 is positive 6. Okay, and using factors by grouping, it can come down here onto the last line as x minus 2 times x minus 3. And that's your quadratic trinomial fully factorized.